everyone. It's Melinda NailFanatic coming to you live from Las Vegas again with another reading. Is this your reading? This is about some relationship. They showed me a spread to do, so that's what I'll be doing. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back. Thank you. We appreciate you. You are all important. You are all powerful. And you're all blessed. So take a moment real quick and think of 3 reasons why you're blessed. Is it because of the comfortable sheets you woke up in between? Is it because you woke up and your eyes functioned and your body functioned? Or is it because you had internet and you could catch this video and it's something in here that you really needed? Is it because you'll have good times with people you love today? Is it because your transportation is functioning for you? Is it because you're at a fresh start in life? What are your blessings today? Just think about those for a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for us. I said just cut this in half in my hand. So you in the situation. And this is a bit of a dark screen, dude. I've been up all freaking night. Let me just tell you. I went to the drive-in theater last night. And my starter went out. So yeah, it was a late night and I'm handling that, and thank God I got everything I need to handle that. But yeah, so it's a dark show today, but it's still a show. You can hear me and I can still show you the cards. But yeah, I wanted to get this reading in real quick. So you in the situation are showing up with the Hierophant. You are the Hierophant. Are you a Taurus? I see you have come through a lot of major life lessons. You learned that you what you loved you couldn't control, so you had to give up some control. Major life lessons that you come through. Fresh starts in life are important right now because the lessons that you have with you are going to change the way your outlook is and the way you move forward. But you are the Hierophant, okay? And some of you definitely know where your Taurus is in your chart. You may know what house it is, sun, moon, rising, or no Venus. I don't know, where's your Taurus at? Because this is a Taurus card, and that was the first word I heard. So let's see, what's the other party in this situation? The other party is showing up as the Princess of Cups. So the other party is showing up as somebody who is very young, lighthearted. For someone, this is your child. You have a younger child who's a water sign person that you're thinking about. For someone else, this is a person who's opening up to the feelings of love, okay, and whatever label or place that is as far as your relation. What's the mutual energy between you right now? You have the universe. Wow, that's awesome. So this is saying that, especially with the Princess of Cups coming up for the other party, and you're showing the Hierophant, I feel like you, my viewer, have really been applying a lot of your life lessons in this and doing a lot of teaching and learning. And I don't feel like it was a sit down and let me teach you something. I feel like it was more like teaching through example. And as a result, like now there's that a whole Aladdin song, a whole new world. You're in a whole new exciting place. And so now's the opportunity to embrace that. So let's clarify these. I'll use my Gilded Tarot deck to clarify these and see what's going on now. Then we'll see what's coming up predictive wise. So let's see, why is the Hierophant here for my viewer? Why is the Hierophant showing up? And I'm being reminded of all the times where I have said in recent shows here within the last month or two about, like, you've learned so much now you're in a place where you could teach what you've learned. And also it's like, even more recently, it's like you've got your mastery in certain areas of your spiritual evolution, and what will you do with it? But let's see how this is clarified. Okay, our first clarifier we have here is the Queen of Wands. Passionate, creative energy, fiery, very artistic. And this is somebody who's willing to receive as well. So this is somebody who gets inspired and puts that inspiration to work, begins to make things happen with it. The second clarifier we have is the devil. So there was a passion for getting through your shadow side. The new Witch's Tarot I got, which I'll use to clarify the next level of our reading, which is the predictive part. I just was using it the other day, and it's a brand new deck, as y'all saw, but its devil card is called the shadow side, and that just threw me back because I just recently downloaded that as a definition for the devil card. Is like one of the main definition is your shadow comes up, and there's much power and strength in mastering your shadows rather than allowing your shadows to be your masters. So the creative energy of the Queen of Wands is put to the mastery of the shadow side. And then we have the Page of Cups, which is the same as your partner. Look at that. So putting your mastery allows you to lighten your mood, lighten your energy, not take things so seriously, not become so offended so easily, to be more in a place of fun and love and joy in a purest sense as possible, right? So let's look at your partner here. Your partner showed up, or the other party in this situation, in this relationship, showed up as the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. So why is the Princess of Cups here for the other party? Let's see what we got. All right, and our first clarifier we have is the Two of Swords. There was, in the past, there was a refusing to see, but a decision was made. A very important decision was made by this person. And the decision was to allow the connection with the Two of Cups. Look at that. They decided to see, you know what, this really is a very powerful and strong connection. I can't deny the attraction. I can't deny that, this person and I reflect to one another. And with that light in between their foreheads, there's that having to recognize, like, dude, we read each other's mind. It's like I'm getting ready to say something and they say it right before me, or I'm hungry and I'm thinking about how I'm hungry and they're like, let's go out to eat. Or it's like it's just a syncing up of the mind and the heart, and a recognition of, hey, there's a strong connection here between us. And so the third clarifier we have there is the Three of Cups. Look at that. So that just confirms that your other party in this situation is in a very lighthearted, loving place. They're willing to go into this because the Three of Cups is a card of celebrating joy and happiness and love. Yes, okay. So celebration, happy times, good times. For those of you who are looking at your child, when I mentioned child, they're telling me now to talk about how this would relate as far as the child. There was a child who didn't want to see what was what was common in between, but it's like it broke through. It broke through, and there was no denying it. So whether or not this child has told you, like, they're putting it all together. And I do feel like your child has got a strong connection. For some parent out there, like, you're having a hard time because your child didn't want to tell you that they're having this connection with another person that makes you feel like, oh great, now there's somebody else involved here, and how's that going to play out? And they're saying, just, you have to just chill out and keep that Page of Cups energy yourself, which is very lighthearted and happy and willing to learn and see and receive. Okay, so the world, I asked for the clarifiers on the world now, which is the common energy between you. Before I go to, well, no, okay, they said pull them first. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, the asking of a question, checking things out, gathering information, learning, um, spying keeps coming out, spying, parent spying on child spying on parent. How's that playing out? Eight of Pentacles, work, productivity, making things work, doing the work, figuring out how to do it right and keep on doing it over and over again because it works well. And then we have the King of Pentacles, where it becomes physically manifest, it becomes reality, and there's the world energy. So I do feel like where this is applying to love, between you both, you are willing to investigate and figure out, like, is this really love? Is this what's that song? Is this love? I don't know, I can't sing it right now. my mind is not awake enough for that. But there's a song, Is This Love? And it's a slow song, and they're singing that song in my head right now. And they're saying, like, in this, there was that question, is this love? And so the you and the partner in regards to romance, y'all put the work in, and you know what? Now there's a full-blown materialization with the world card. These are clarifiers for the world. It's like y'all can really see this working out now like never before. As far as the child goes, I do feel like, again, somebody is um checking on to see what is their child actually creating right now, what is happening. So if you're a parent with a child who is away for whatever reason, I don't feel little baby, I do feel more of a grown child, and I definitely feel that you're looking at what are they up to, what are they doing, what's happening in their life. And so you can see that things are coming together for them, and they're doing what they need to be doing right now. And so you just sit and hold space. With the Page of Cups, I'm hearing that you're sitting and holding space right now. At the bottom of this Gilded Tarot Clarifier deck, we have the Four of Swords. So I feel like there's been some time here where you've had to just kind of chill out. That's my chill, my rest and recuperation, or take a chill pill card, right? Take a chill pill and meditate. Like, trust what you know, and don't worry about the thoughts and the ideas that you had to let go. So there's that. Let's see what we can expect moving forward. I'm going to go back to my Hermetic Tarot now. And so we're going to start with the other party. What will the other party contribute? What will they do? What we can expect to see from them? And the card flipped out, and it is the Eight of Wands, a card of communication. Okay. And now let's go to the actual connection itself. What will the next phase of the connection between these two parties be? What's the next phase of this connection? And we have, okay, two cards came out, and I'm being told I have to keep both of them. The Two of Pentacles and Temperance. So waiting for change is the next phase. Wait for things to change is what I'm hearing. And also, it's another story involving romance. So I'll get to that in a minute. This is more about with the child, waiting for things to change. Let me see, what's the advice for my viewer? Advice for my viewer in this situation as it moves forward with those predictions. Advice for my viewer. Okay, I had two cards fall out. They said to keep both. We have the Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So spread your wings. Take the chance, take the risk to do what you need to do. And the Queen of Cups, using your love, using your intuitive energy, using the ability to see ahead. The bottom of the deck right now for the overall, for the whole reading, is the Three of Pentacles. So it's saying it works. Things are working. There is mastery here. There's a student and there's a teacher in this, okay? So quickly before I clarify these with the Witch's Tarot, I want to say in regards to a relationship, the advice is for you moving forward to continue to stay in love and pay attention to the partnership. Hold on to this because this is powerful for you. If it resonates with you and you're in this space where this reading is like setting your heart on fire and making it jump and all that stuff, then yes, it's saying stay focused on what you know and continue to use love and continue to hold on to this partnership and continue to try what you hadn't tried before. And I feel like that's in how you apply your life lessons, because in this connection, this is a strong connection in regards to the next phase of this. There, I see the change coming in, a recognition of the power between the two of you, as there's a real melding with Temperance. Temperance is my twin flame card. However, Temperance is also, especially in regards to connections, a card of blending of two people, two different ideas, of two ways of living, of two ways of being. And then you see the Ouroboros connecting the two pentacles here. So this is a relationship for some of you where it applies to romance for you. This is a relationship that has gone on before, many times before. And this connection between you is linked beyond time. And it's like you've lived many lives together. And so, yes, this is for someone, this is very much a twin flame reading right now. And this is a twin flame reading in which you've united, if that's resonant for you. But this is also saying to be patient and allow for time for the change to settle in. Be patient and allow for the connection to be remembered, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And as far as the child goes, you've been able to keep an eye on them from afar. Um, and it's saying, the child is going through change, and you also have to take care of yourself. And they're saying, hold that space for them. Don't begin to look down on them and add a negative momentum of energy to what you see in them. See the changes that they're making, see the changes that you're making, and let that be enough for right now. And know that there's always room for growth, that the end of one cycle is the beginning of another cycle. And remember that the current situation with this is the world, which is the end of a cycle. Not only is it the end of a cycle, it's the end of a successful cycle. Okay. Um, and so let's go ahead and clarify, beginning with the other party with the Eight of Wands. This is a card of things picking up pace. Where it applies to the child, I feel like the child that's detached is going to have a lot of work to do. They're going to be very busy. They're going to be too busy to be sitting around moping and boo-hooing. Where it applies to a relationship, I feel like the other party is going to have a lot that they want to talk about. And I feel like they have a lot of things not only on their mind, but there's a lot of things they want to do. And I believe that they're going to begin to do more than they have before in whatever way that applies. So the first clarifier for the partner is the Ace of Swords. Love it, love it, love it. For the other party, their first clarifier is the Ace of Swords, and that's where the truth comes in. That's where clarity sets in. That's where, the truth is spoken. That's where the epiphany happens. So there's a great revealing of understanding within the other party. And the second clarifier we have is the Fool. Yay. And so the Fool is, now that there's this clarity, now that there's this understanding, now that this truth is out in the open, has been spoken, now it's like, okay, where am I going to go from here? I don't have much, but I got to trust. I got to trust and know that I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. So if you're a parent who has put your child out recently, kudos to you. Because sometimes, mama bird has to kick baby bird out the nest so baby bird can get out there and learn how to fly. And that's what I see happening here. And let's see, the third clarifier we have is the Ten of Pentacles. Praise the Lord, having everything that you need. Everything that you need is there. Full support from your ancestral line, full support from spirit, and generations being together. So where this applies to your child, I see your child going ahead and knowing that, like, even if the connection is only right now with the child through a distance, I see that your child knows that they can do this, because I see your child thinking back on all of the different things that they remember now, and reflecting on all that's been done to get them to where they're at, and having a more optimistic outlook in their life right now. Where this applies to your partner, I see your partner looking at, yep, I can't deny this no more. I got it. I see it. The connection is real. And you know what? I'm ready to move forward. And I don't want to let this go. This is something that feels like family. This is something that feels like long term. This is something that feels like it needs to continue on forward. Let's look at the connection itself and clarify the incoming energy, where the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance is here. Why are these cards here together as the next phase? Let's clarify this. We have the first card is the Nine of Pentacles. Great gains. This is where where individuals are not codependent, but they're self-sufficient. Okay, self-sufficient individuals. This is a good thing. Then we have the Five of Wands. Challenges. Interesting. Others being, when it applies to relationship, I see like you feel like there's other people competing for your partner. Somebody feels like there is a external party competing for their partner. But we come out with the Nine of Cups, which is like everybody's going to get what they want in this. And what I see is with the both nines, I see there's a reflection so strong in this connection that there's a clashing, because one of you is more focused on what is the material world. So one of you is more focused on maintaining the home, maintaining the cars, maintaining the kids, making sure everybody eat, doing all that type of stuff. Somebody else is more focused on having the fun, enjoyment, and getting what they want out of life. And so there's a little bit of a clash there. And I definitely feel that energy between the parent and child relationship that I spoke of. And I feel like sometimes it comes in where, even with the strong soul connection that you and your partner have, even with the past life connection that you and your partner have, like sometimes there's a clashing. Dude, you're different. One of you can be more emotional, the other one's more grounded, and it's like the energy flips. The energy flips. But there's a with these being clarifiers of the temperance and the two of pentacles, it's like beginning to appreciate the differences in the relationship, the differences in who each other is. And I feel like there's, even where there's disagreements or not ability to necessarily see things the same way, I feel like there's still an allowing of the other person to be who they are. So um, sometimes this challenge is in owning your own shit and being responsible for it and how you feel about things, and not trying to make your partner be responsible for making your wishes come true. Like, you know that it's up to you to get through whatever challenges come up in your space. So your advice was the Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups, saying hold on to this and keep moving forward in the energy of love, using your intuitive energy, your psychic connection with the person to tap in and send love over there, and trusting that you are going to places that you've never seen before. This partnership is real for you. So the advice moving forward for you, let's clarify this now. First clarifier you have is, wow, temperance again, which is the next phase of the relationship, the predictive phase of the relationship. So temperance, this is you doing the work to maintain your emotional stability, seeing the divine in what's happening, and getting in tune with your own divine, to where you don't allow yourself to be emotionally tossed about like the waters of the sea because of what is going on around you, because of what you see. Okay. The next one is the Three of Cups. And that's awesome, because by doing the work of maintaining your own emotions, you can sit in the energy of joy and connection and celebration in this, okay? Sitting in and appreciating good times, and maybe even having good times with friends. And for somebody, I'm hearing like, you're gonna be, is there some relationship out there that's gonna be inviting in a third party into their relationship, and I definitely see it being mutual all three ways. So whoever you are, okay, I see you. And the next phase, the next clarifier is the Four of Wands. Okay, and the Four of Wands is a card of initiation, and this is a card where you were expecting good things, and now is the start of it. I mean, you had this idea of what would really make you feel fantastic and what you'd really like to do. So you took the steps to do it, and then you did all you could do, and all you could do at that point was just wait. But now that you've waited, it comes in. So with this temperance energy and celebration energy of the Three of Cups, and then the Four of Wands all together, is saying, you know what? If you can maintain yourself, sit in what you love about the relationship, sit in the energy of celebration about this connection, it will come to you. Let your partner come to you. Don't be so chasey. Be more receptive. The bottom of the deck for the entire relationship, for this entire connection, is the High Priest Major Arcana number 5, which is the Hierophant, which takes us back to the first card we pulled. So it's like things coming full circle in this. And there's that Taurus energy again. Taurian, all up in this space. And it's saying, you know what? Everything is coming full circle at this time. So where you're investing your positive energy in, and you have I'm hearing that you have the proclivity to think back on the past and how things didn't work out when you tried this before, and then yeah, maybe it'll be the same. No, it's not going to be that way anymore. It cannot be that way anymore. This is a new day. We're sending new energy in a whole new space. And so, guys, is this your reading? Who are you? Are we talking about you and a kid? If we're talking about you and a kid, is saying like the life lessons applied and you're being patient and doing what you do, spend time with your friends if you feel lonely or whatever. Don't worry, the child will be back. Your child will be back. Okay. Don't worry about that. Everything is always working out for us, right? And so last night, while I'm at the drive-in theater, and my car wouldn't start, and we tried jumping it, and then they brought out the charge box and all that stuff. And um, we're just watching movies, and I'm like, yep, it's definitely not the battery because I can still get the radio on, the light's still working, everything. And I'm like, it's not the battery, it's the freaking starter. So I'm just sitting there and I'm saying, everything in the back of my head, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me because everything is always working out for me. And then that song came to its quick little end, and I said, abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus pocus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus pocus, magic I am. So, and I'm doing all of this. Why? Because I knew that, you know what? I'm the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. So if this situation has happened right here, there's blessings. And you know what? Maybe some of them aren't yet. I haven't seen yet. But I know, that this is all working out for me. And so it was interesting because when this whole thing started, and I told Jazz, when I said, why don't you get your AAA out here? I said, we're going to need a tow. And then they whispered in my ear, they said, oh, it'll be the same tow guy that helped y'all out last time when you were in Blanca. I'm like, oh, okay. Didn't think too much of it, let it go. Then when mama came over to see if she could help, and it was the same thing. Watch that tow truck driver pull up again. And then when I hear the tow truck driver pull up bumping, I was like, dude, do all the tow truck drivers in Las Vegas bump like that or what? I was like, no, this got to be the same dude. Dude gets out the truck. It's the same tow truck driver that I done bumped into. He told me once before. Then I bumped into him at a 7-Eleven. He was like, if you ever need a tow, just hit me up. So I put his phone number. So we get in a tow truck to ride home when we got the thing loaded, and he's talking about, yeah, I told my girlfriend I was gonna get her nails done with you, and I still ain't, and I better get it done. Her birthday's coming up. So again, everything is always working out for me. And how is that true? And are you willing to see? And I still don't even know all the ways that this is working out for me, but I know I got a new starter in life. Hello, a new starter in my car is a new starter in life. So how does this apply for you? How does this experience of mine benefit you? And is this your reading? And what am I talking about? Anyways, I'm gonna give some shouts out right quick. I want to say hi to Brandy. I want to say hi to SZ. I want to say hi to Sable. I want to say hi to Brantley. I want to say hi to Jen. I want to say hi to Jesus. And I know I didn't let y'all really see my face today, but I didn't feel like putting on all the lights. I didn't feel like moving my studio around. I don't feel like doing shit but getting back in the bed and talking to y'all for a minute because I love you. All right. So until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, the golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time.